Here we are backstage at the Big Day Out 2002 on the Gold Coast. It's Channel V's Music Bus's coverage of the Big Day Out as we're joined by three sensational young men from the band Silverchair, Chris, Ben and young Daniel. Good morning, good afternoon. How you guys going?
Not bad, mate.
Yeah, you well?
Pretty good.
Ben, you well?
Yeah, I'm well.
Daniel, are you well?
Good.
Now, have you played yet today?
No, not yet. We're about an hour, I think.
An hour or so. And that's very rare for bands of your caliber. 2 hours. Very rare bands of your caliber to actually chat to people before they go on. Does it help kind of build up the nerves inside your tummies there?
Yeah, it does. It gets us very excited to talk to you, Jabba.
Really?
Yeah.
I know Daniel you get quite excited, I believe.
Yeah, really excited.
Really excited.
Overwhelmingly excited. Yeah.
Would you like to lie down?
I would actually.
Can we just arrange a bit of a lie down for them? Very, very special. Now, given that you are the Australian band that have created more top 20 hits than any other Australian act, you've sold 6 million albums worldwide, and your first album, Frog Stomp, recorded in just 9 days, but your latest album, Diorama, you've been working on it for months. What is the action? Do you kind of increase the time spent on each album as each album comes along?
I think it's just the way it's kind of turned out. I think the stuff on this album was probably a little bit more complex than the former album, so it took a little bit more time to do. But considering
Frog Stomp's not complex.
Yeah, I know it's very complex.
Real deep now, real deep.
Super deep.
Oh yeah.
How deep is deep?
How low can you go?
Low, in fact. I mean, we're going to get a limbo bar out.
Yeah, well.
So what can you tell us about the new album? Daniel, what would you like to say about Diorama?
I don't really know. I like it. We like it. I don't know. I don't have anything to say about it. I like it and we like it, and we're going to play some of the songs live today. But some of the more intricate songs we're going to give a miss for this tour because we didn't have time to really work up the orchestrations and stuff like that. But we'll probably do it later in the year.
Okay, cool. And you're also touring at the moment with two, not one, but two keyboard players. What's the go with Silverchair? Originally a 3-piece, now they're a 5-piece. What's the story there?
Well, there's like some little horn parts that needs to be played and some string parts and some piano parts. So between the two of them, they take care of it.
Stretching into prog rock sort of stuff.
Prog rock?
Oh yeah.
Very talented men. They're very talented.
You say your keyboard players have got the horn.
Yeah, there's
horns, like several horns. Now, Diorama, is that inspired by a love of model train sets and models in general? Is that what's going on with the album title?
Yeah, mainly model train sets. But I don't know, it's not really inspired by anything.
When we last spoke, just before the Arias last year, when you were working on the album, there were some very strange album titles being thrown around. Some kind of rabbit in the... What were some of the titles? I mean, I've completely forgotten because I have that kind of brain like a sieve, which is why I'm wearing small sieves on my head, because it's further filtering them. Do you remember some of the bizarre titles?
Yeah, no, not really. There was so many thrown around. They all just kind of started moulding into this big morph thing. So, no, not really. Diorama's it.
There were cows and rabbits and fish and dinosaurs and prehistoric words, and it was really animal oriented, an animal zoo, and it was all animal orientated, and then it ended up being Diorama.
I mean, I'm thinking Sweep's Greatest Hits could have been a potential album.
Yeah, that might have been good. We didn't think of that.
When you go to the record store when the album is finally released, don't look for Sweep's Greatest Hits. Instead, look for Diorama, as that is the name of their latest album. So just very quickly, before you go and towel down before the show, in an animal kind of vein, when you come back in your next life, what kind of animal would you want to be? Would you want to be an animal or perhaps a small bit of coral?
No, I'd like to be an animal. A dog, because he's always hanging out with his owner and stuff like that, so...
A particular type of dog?
No, not really. They all kind of, get looked after.
A Bitzer?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Not a pedigree?
Yeah, well, they don't get sick, do they? They say bits is a... I don't know. What do you reckon?
Well, I'm wondering, would you want to be a male dog or a bitch?
Male.
Male?
Yeah.
What about the de-sexing option?
Yeah, that'd be a problem, wouldn't it? So you don't have a say, do you?
I suppose not, no.
Yeah, right. I don't know if I want to be a dog anymore.
All right, well, maybe think about it while we ask Ben. Ben, what would you like to come back in the next life?
I'm not really too sure, actually. I've never really thought about it.
You've never given it thought?
Not really, no. I don't know.
Would you come back as a person again?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'd do that.
A drummer again?
Maybe a drummer. I don't know. It's too much of it. It's too much of a harder question. What about you? What would you come back as?
Well, I've never really... Yeah, no, I've never really given it that much. Probably a bird. I'd like to fly like a bird, as Nelly Furtado put so eloquently. I know Daniel Johns has given it a lot of thought. It's something that he spends many hours each day just thinking, when I mean, a dolphin, is that what I want to be? A giraffe? A leaf on a tree? Daniel, what would you want to come back as?
I would like to come back as a piece of plankton shaped as a marble so I could roll along the seabed and pick up what I saw fit.
It's a bit like the closing credits of Sea Change, I've been watching a lot of Sea Change, where the marble drops into the water, rolls to the bottom, and like these pebbles here, it bumps into another rock, a lot like the inhabitants in the town.
Maybe that's my destiny, sea change.
Well, perhaps I think we should take a look at your latest film clip. It involves, we actually took a bit of a look on the channel in the last week or so at the making of this film clip. What are your final thoughts on your film clip, The Greatest View?
It's good, yeah. I'm very happy with it. It's great, yeah. It turned out really well.
There's some aliens in there, I believe.
Yeah, there's a couple of aliens floating around.
Like aliens. Benny, you happy with the clip?
I do. I think it's possibly one of our in the top 5, I reckon, of the chair clips. Definitely, I like it.
And because your hair was very interesting in the clip, there seemed to be a lot of styling of the hair going on.
Yeah, lots of styling and lots of makeup and lots of...
Dude, look at him.
She's the style master.
No way, look at Chris. He's way stylier.
Look at this thread. I mean, there's thread just coming out of the pocket there. Oh, that's attached to something. We can't show you that. Daniel, you happy with the clip?
Yeah, very happy with it.
Well, let's take a look at it now. We've got a special little TV set up for you just there. You may not be able to see it. It is quite small, but people at home, they can see it. This is Silverchair. Their latest clip. The single is out in just over a week. The Greatest View. Thanks for talking to us, Daniel, Ben, Chris, and small marble-shaped pieces of plankton. Silverchair, The Greatest View.